Good morning. Are we live? Yes. Good morning. Welcome. Just waiting for this. Yes. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to 5 Minute Feldy, a mini Feldenkrais movement lesson coming to you on Thursday morning in Melbourne. And we're going to look at the coordinating with the pelvic floor. And I've got my lovely model of the pelvis, slightly smaller than life size. And so there's the bony pelvis, the sort of cradle of our movement and also of our life, you might say. And I want to draw your attention to the pelvic floor. So this is a layer of muscle, connective tissue, and the anus and the genitals that's at the base of the pelvis. So we'll pay attention to this. But first of all, simply get comfortable. You can do this in any position, really. Take a breath or two, let it out, sigh it out to release and settle. And continue breathing to pay attention to your breath. And notice the enlarging, expanding on the inhale and the release of that on the exhale. Notice that your chest moves, your belly moves, and there's movement in all directions. Feel a movement at the front and sideways and at the back. And feel down into your belly and feel how the belly tends to enlarge as you inhale and retreat from that as you exhale. And think also down into the pelvic floor, that as you inhale, there's sort of a pushing down onto the pelvic floor, and as you exhale, there's a release of that. This is sort of subtle, but I wonder if you can feel something of the changing pressure of your breath, the movement of your breath on the pelvic floor. Okay, and let go of that for a moment. Now, could you please, as you exhale, just slightly contract the abdominal muscles. So you sort of emphasize the exhale. So breathe in easily, and then as you exhale, just a slight activation of the abdominal muscles to give a bit of an extra push to the exhale, but just very gently, very lightly. Try that a few times. You inhale, everything spreads out. Exhale, a slight contraction to push the breath out. Okay, and let that go for a moment. And now let's add in an activation of the pelvic floor. When you're activating the pelvic floor, you can think of pulling in. It's like, how do I show that? Pulling in, these are the sphincter muscles sort of contract, and also a sort of pulling up that you sort of contract and pull up. So please continue that feeling of inhaling, and then as you exhale, contract the abdomen slightly, then release on the inhale. And then next time, contract the abdomen and also contract the pelvic floor, and then release on the inhale. And try that a few times. So as you inhale, feel that everything spreads out, and even down the pelvic floor, that spreads out. And then as you exhale, slightly contract the abdomen and slightly contract the pelvic floor. And then again, release, let everything go on the inhale. It's important when activating the pelvic floor to also have that feeling of completely letting go when you finish activating. So breathe in, inhale, spread out. Exhale, contract abdomen and contract pelvic floor. Inhale, widen, spread out. And try that for a few breaths. And I'll say that one more time, that you're inhaling, letting everything spread out and widen and also sink down into the pelvic floor. As you exhale, there's a feeling of slightly tightening the pelvic floor as if you're trying to pull the pelvic floor up into your belly, and also combining it with slightly contracting the abdomen. Just a gentle contraction and then a release. Just one more breath with that. Then let go and simply rest a moment and pay attention to how you feel. And that'll do for today. We'll continue on tomorrow. We'll do a bit more with the pelvic floor. But in the meantime, please stay safe, keep moving, and we'll see you soon. Bye.